So Chris, big times for the Barmy Army. They're letting you into Lords. Who would have thought that would ever happen?
Finally, it's been a long time coming. It's something we've worked on for many years now, but it's a delight to finally be there, and the last ground to tick off in the world to get an allocation is the Barmy Army, so we've done them all now.
Can you give us some insight into how the negotiations kind of went and how long you've been trying to get this to happen?
I think since I've been involved with the business 8 years ago, one of my main goals has always been to try and be accepted everywhere in the world, and the work we've done over the last 8 years to improve the brand, the reputation, what we do, the understanding of who the Barmy Army actually is and what we do, and the fact it's not all what people perceive it to be, for fellas with the shirts off in the stands, is testament to the work the team have done and we've done to build that reputation. And finally, the guys at the MCC have been really accommodating, and we've worked really well with them over the last year to make this happen, so I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I mean, there's been some talk around, within the MCC and Stephen Fry, former president, about it not always being egalitarian. Do you think that this decision is actually part of making the MCC a little bit more in touch with the wider community?
Definitely, yeah, I absolutely think that. It opens up the whole, I guess, the whole world to a new world for the MCC. They're looking at the Barmy Army and thinking, they're the polar opposite of us. And we were saying, well, we've got so many MCC members that are members of ours, but we've also got people that are painters and decorators that would never dream of being able to be a MCC member. So I see the Barmy Army as an accessible place for all cricket fans, and that's something that I think the MCC have looked at about, okay, we could work with them there, and it would help everyone.
No trumpet, of course, at the venue. Might there be some special songs to celebrate being at Lords?
Who knows? We wouldn't want to give the game away just yet, but the trumpets are not just yet, but it's not off the table. We're speaking to them about it, they're open to it, but it's one step at a time for us. We've got an allocation in there, the trumpet's the next step.
Okay, that's absolutely brilliant to see. While we're here, there's obviously been a lot of talk around the Group B part of the tournament and how that's panned out. England, after a shocking start, they have a chance to get their run rate back on track, but that game between Australia and Scotland is absolutely key. What do you make of the kerfuffle that has come up with Josh Hazlewood's comments, Matthew Mott's comments, and what you think Australia might do?
I think it's great. It's great for the game. A bit of needle. I think everyone needs a bit of needle, and the Aussies, they know what they're doing. They're not daft. They know how to spark the fire in the social media world. But also, look, the England boys will be thinking, we're not going to listen to that. We're going to score as many runs as we can and do the greatest job we can do to try and qualify. When the Aussies are actually on the pitch against the Scots, will they be thinking about England? I doubt it. If they are, it's a very arrogant stance, and the Scots might do a job on them, who knows?
What's it been like travelling over here and being at a tournament when, again, a bit like India last year, England haven't gone about defending their title in the most emphatic manner?
I think it's just seeing the growth of the game here. Look, 8 years ago I got involved with working in cricket, and it wasn't even on the agenda, a game in New York, never mind a World Cup game, India-Pakistan, India-USA. The growth has been brilliant. On the pitch, I know we've spoke about the pitch and things could be better. However, they've been entertaining games, right? So people are happy, people are enjoying the cricket still. Whether India will pull through and make it happen, I've spoken to a lot of Indians here that have already booked tickets to Barbados. I'm not so confident, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, let's see.
Have you booked a ticket to Barbados?
We have had tickets to Barbados booked, but right now mine's on the back burner. But if England pull it out the bag, which I think they will do, and we very much are behind them all the way, I'll be on the plane.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.